Hello.
Hi.
That was horribly awkward. I apologize. I instantly made a mistake. Hi, and welcome to Tales from the Known Lands. Woo! Um, uh-oh. I hear banging happening in the distance. Um, Welcome everybody, all the people in chat. This is really horrifying. Especially definitely for me. Um, First time doing this, big project, big project. We've been working on it for a very long time, so we are all very excited to finally get to start. Um, yeah, it's been a long time in the making, and um, very nervous. So before we get started, we're gonna do a little introductions. I've got a couple things I want to say. Um, First off, bear with us because this is very much a learning experience. Definitely for me, having to how to like run a stream, how to do anything on Twitch, how to advertise a show, how to get people to watch and keep people engaged, all that stuff. Also, just tech things in general, not really my strong suit. So, if you see something that is horrible, we apologize. If people are freezing, if people drop out, all that kind of stuff. If audio is too loud or too quiet, we apologize. Um, this is the very first one, and because of that, there are probably going to be some things that go wrong. However, we would love to hear from all of you guys about how it looks, how it sounds, um, if there is text that is really difficult to read because it's too small, it's too skinny, it blends in with the background. If someone is just like way too loud, if someone is just way too quiet, we want to hear your feedback. So, directly after the stream, we will make a feedback channel in our Discord as well as post a Google form um, that you will be able to find on the Twitch channel somewhere. I don't know. To fill out if you have any feedback, any suggestions, anything that you're like, hey, what the heck? This is like not. Oh, don't look at that. Anything that is like not working for you at all. So, if you wouldn't mind doing that after the stream is over, that would be great. And without further ado, Gabba, take it away.
Okay, so are we starting introductions then?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna introduce myself first, and then I'm gonna pass it on in a circle here. So, hi everyone, my name is Gaba. I am going to be the DM today here for this beautiful campaign. Um, I'm in my last year of high school right now, and I've been pretty much obsessed with D&D since middle school. So quite a long time obsessing over fantasy and thinking like, oh, if I run my own campaign, these are the NPCs I'm gonna put in. And I've been running D&D campaigns for a little bit, and this is the first one I'm doing live. And I'm a musical theater kid and an art kid, and obsessed with all fantasy media really, and just super happy to be here. It's difficult to introduce myself because I don't know what to say. Like it's like, hello, it's me. But yeah, definitely. The fact that I have been a musical theater kid since I was 12 tells you like all you need to know about me. And I love writing and I love fantasy, so I'm excited to be DMing, and I will pass it on to Mara here. I guess that's
Yeah. Hello, everybody. My name is Mara. I use she/her pronouns. I have been playing D&D and other tabletop role-playing games for roughly 6 years now. So it's a little obsessive, but I love it so much. I'm so excited that you are all here to watch. And I love you all already. So there's that. All right, then I'm going to pass it over to Quentin.
Hey, um, hey everybody. My name's Quentin. I am 20 years old. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons for like I don't know since my junior year of high school with some of my best friends. We decided I listened to some podcasts. I had a friend who was really into it, and that we decided to start our own campaign. And then I've been obsessed ever since. Um, I am an actor, or at least I would like to call myself an actor, and that is what I want to do with my life. I am studying acting and stage combat with a like sort of focus in like I don't know. Sword fighting is what I would like to do. Can't really do that right now, but here we are. Um, so yeah, that's kind of all. That's really all I do. Those are my two things. Um, so I'm now going to pass it on to Spencer.
Hello. Hi, I'm Spencer. Uh, I'm a cool guy. I go by they, them. um, I'm very bad at this. Um, I've been playing D&D, I think, for about 2 years now. Quite fun. Haven't played a player in a long time, so this should be exciting. Yeah. I'm gonna I'm gonna pass it on to Steven now because I'm really bad at this.
You're fantastic. Hello, everybody. My name is Steven. I am 23 years old, about to be a graduate of Manhattan School of Music with a degree in musical theater. Really excited to be part of this. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. I'm really excited the guys are going to be joining us in this adventure, and I hope that we can kind of make your day a little brighter, you know? So thank you so much for joining us, and I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to you.
Hi, I'm Yu. I'm 22. I use she/her pronouns. I've been playing D&D since last summer, and yeah, I'm just really excited to be playing with all these wonderful people, and I'm really happy that you showed up today. Yeah, that's all. That's all I have.
All right, last but not least. Hi, I'm Hunter. I'm super excited to be here. I'm 19 years old. I study theater at college, and I've been playing D&D since August, and I started playing with my best friends who are watching this right now. Hi, guys. So I'm just super excited to be a part of this. So thank you guys for coming. Oh my gosh, let's go. I'm super excited.
All right. Um, so I don't think that there's anything else that we need to cover or say. I mean, we're 10 minutes in, so let's get started.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Okay, everyone, let's get into the D&D of it all. We're officially starting our first session of Tales from the Known Lands. So, as we begin today, we're starting not yet in view of our heroes, but instead in a large library filled from floor to roof in books and bookshelves. The room is empty save for one scribe with ink-stained fingers running his hands over book spines, and a figure in the corner working over a tome. The books tell stories of the known lands, the realm where we're currently going to be exploring. They tell stories as old as the split, which shattered the Nine Gods' original power and split it amongst minor deities, and ones that are pretty new and not yet dust-stained, that tell of events such as the uprising that happened in the dwarven city of Hal-Kaldur last year, which gained the city's newfound independence. And as the figure in the corner pulls out a new book with pages that are still empty, not yet telling another story of the lands, we coincidentally, quite far away, come upon the scene of two different carriages in two different stops, all along the same road leading into a pretty small town in Western Vulpes and our aristocracy. We see the figures slowly loading in, and we begin another tale from the known lands. So, thank you for the sound effects.
The name. That's the name
You
of the
said the
thing.
thing. You said the
You
thing.
just said the thing.
Roll credits. We're starting off on a road coming in from the west. There is a gnome carriage driver who is just now inviting people onto one of the earlier carriages coming in from this stop. And there are people running down the road trying to get to the carriage before it leaves. The man, his name is Wilby, is quite enthusiastically shaking his hand over his head and yelling out that he has free places and that they're in the best prices that you may find all across the lands. And as we enter into this scene, we see a young man slowly walking into the scene, still in a queue behind some people, as young kids push each other past and kind of bump into him a bit as he gets in line for the carriage. And we're gonna start off with Quentin introducing his character.
So, waiting in this line with a bunch of children, I guess, is this young man, this young adult man, with like porcelain white skin and in deep, deep black hair that contrasts perfectly, and even more so against his pristine, crisp white clothing. It is flowy and loose, but like really well tailored at the same time. And this is accentuated by like the tight corset that he wears around his waist. He is walking around in what looks like socks or just like weird sandals that don't really make much sense and are definitely house slippers. And strapped to his back is this long silver, entirely unsheathed glaive that you sort of would get the impression is more dangerous being swung around on his back unsheathed than it probably is in his hand being used for combat. So that is Sonder Skyfair.
Okay, Sander, as you're standing in this line, without even needing to perceive much because the people bumping up against you are being quite obvious, you notice that one of the younger kids positioned next to you in the line for the carriage, clearly staring at your outfit because you do stand out amongst most of the people just waiting to get into a carriage with your very aesthetic vibe. You feel this kid trying to pull out your pouch of coin, and as he kind of does it and then realizes that it's clearly not a good attempt at being stealthy, he just starts sprinting off. Off to freedom away from you, and runs about not that far away before he bumps directly into another person slowly approaching, as we see yet another character that is Yu's character.
You might have turned your sensitivity down
Elf
a little too much.
There,
Hey.
we had you for a second.
Wait, what?
Sorry, you were
Okay.
we couldn't hear you for a second, but you're good now.
Oh, it's good now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. She has long ears, with like earrings, all sides of them. Long, flowing, green hair, same as her skin. Kind of like edgy like eager, sort of fun. And like a big peasant top with like an underbust corset and some like leather, like tight leather pants with leather boots. Um, just walking up. She's just hanging out. She's chilling, and that's Scout.
Scout, this small kid who just failed a robbery just runs uh, straight into you basically and kind of bounces off and just goes, "Oh, sorry, miss, I'm just leaving," and then just goes for it. And you see a group of small kids kind of trying to make their way as far to the side of you as they can, clearly just intimidated by you looking vaguely a teeny tiny bit older than them. And
I stare them down. I want them to be afraid of me.
yeah, you can make me an intimidation check on the children then for the first roll.
roll.
First an intimidation check.
Intimidate the children.
First roll.
I got a nat 20.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Scare the children.
Oh, those are some scared children.
God.
In their eyes, you are like a spring, like goddess, to just puts fear in their hearts. They have been set onto a new life path of just obeying law and avoiding scary people. One of them will probably have nightmares for a little bit, maybe more than one, but they do scurry away quite quickly.
I'm gonna like sort of try and get myself out of line, but I don't want to lose my place, and so I sort of step out and then step back in, and I'm in between, and I'm gonna reach out a hand to Scout and say, excuse me, could you stop? Never mind. You continue doing your thing. If you could just toss this at him, and I'm just gonna throw Scout a gold coin. The kid's probably like gone by now, but I'm gonna try and see if I can get Scout to like just give the kid who's trying to steal money. I'm just really want to give him some, because why not?
I catch it and I just kind of like chuck it after them. Just sort of, right, have a good day.
It just clings off of the ground and rolls forward, and you see the kids kind of turn around, and then they look up at you and look down at the coin, and then they look up at you again, and one of them just very slowly, maintaining not eye contact because they're very scared to look you in the eye, but just looking at you to see if you're moving, just like walk past and then grab the coin and just like move back.
Is that a gold coin?
And as they go
yeah.
to pick it up, I do one of these, like the.
That's the richest kid in the whole city. Oh my god. He could buy an apartment.
Yeah, buy yourself a house.
Yeah.
I have a question. What am I waiting in line for?
A carriage that's heading further into Volpaz from the border.
Okay.
Just an unknown event is at line.
Yeah,
I'm creating intrigue.
Maybe it was like an ice cream cart or something.
Maybe there is an ice cream cart in the carriage. That's actually will be the gnome carriage driver's whole shtick. Is why there's like his ad for the carriage is you get a ticket to go to the next town over, and you also get ice cream. And it's not the best because it's like Vulpes is quite warm and he doesn't really have a good refrigeration method, so it's a bit of a mess, but it's a really good tagline. And as the kids scurry away, they kind of look up as another, at a first glance, quite well dressed person comes into view. As Spencer is gonna introduce your character to us.
So they just walked up on me. What?
The kids are just passing by and they're just kind of looking you up and down, just trying to judge if your outfit, like judging the price of any gems that they might get off of you.
Okay, so I'm wearing a godly extravagant outfit that does not fit my class style at all. I am currently probably. You said we were on like a road?
Yeah, on or essentially a bus stop, but for carriages.
Okay, so I am currently probably, depending on where I was the previous night, uh, I am currently adjusting myself. Um, Probably just left some interesting traveling companions. I am very much bejeweled. Uh, and these turquoisey aqua gems and these what kind of look like tiny peacock feathers, but there's no way that peacock feathers come that small. um I don't wear shoes. I have like these weird like bejeweled like foot ring things. There's no soles on the bottom of them. Just this really fancy like ankle bracelet, toe ring, majigger. Um I'm probably, depending on what time of day it is, I'm probably fixing my appearance by reapplying my wonderful face makeup because I've got to be absolutely perfect. Because you never know who you're gonna run into.
This fancy lad definitely catches my eye. I will not approach now. I'm not losing my place in line.
As you're basically caring deeply about your place in line, you hear the carriage driver yell out that the next basically departure is soon and people can start loading on. And you can all get your places. It's yeah, there's space for all of you. There's quite a big carriage. So all of you can start loading in. Who's sitting down next to who? Next to whom?
I'm gonna try and push my way to the front as best as possible. Also being mindful that I have a giant weapon on my back. Try not to, I don't know, stab it into anybody while sitting down. Um, so I'm gonna definitely sit down just as soon as I can. Not really worrying about who I am sitting next to, but have my weapon just like in my hands between my legs, holding it straight up.
I'm going to sit next to the most attractive person that I find attractive. Because I'm assuming that it's not just the three of us that are just sitting in this car.
Yeah, there's definitely at least let's say 7 other people who are all kind of, some of them are kind of taking up like the same seat, like with some people kind of standing or sitting on each other's laps. But there's yeah, there's another like 7 people there,
Okay.
excluding the driver.
Are they all humanoid creatures?
They're all humanoid, yes.
Okay, so none of them. Is there any like odd races there?
There's a family with what looks to be a married couple, an elf and a human who have some half elf children with them. And there is an older dwarven gentleman traveling alone who's kind of leaning against the railing of the carriage and smoking a pipe.
I'm gonna sit next to the dwarven man. That's who I'm sitting next to.
Hmm.
I think that I'm rather unconcerned with who I'm sitting next to. I'm just a little carriage ride, not a big deal, nothing crazy. Um, so I sit down like wherever is open.
Okay, starting off, Sonder, you see the carriage driver will be. He kind of looks back at you and he taps the sign that's kind of behind him, and there's a little note there that says extra storage, only couple silver more, great deal. And he kind of points to you and then points back to the sign and gives you a knowing smile.
Oh, where is this extra storage?
It's below the carriage. We tape it up to the downside.
Okay. Sure. I don't. I'm gonna reach into my coin purse and say, I've only got gold. Is that going to be a problem?
Oh, not at all.
Oh, so
That's
you do have
actually
change. I've only really got the one thing that needs to be stored. Is that it's only the sign says it's only a couple silver more.
We can always round up to a gold, and then you can get a very special customer rewards card.
Okay. I'm gonna roll insight actually.
Okay.
Just to see if this guy. I definitely don't know a whole lot about the real world, and but I know a good trick when I see one. Maybe not. We're about to find out actually. Let's see. Oh no, so that was actually a 4. So I definitely say, oh,
Sounds like a great deal.
that sounds great, and I will hand him an entire gold piece. I'm a big spender today. And I'll hand him an entire gold piece and also an entire weapon on top of that. Just clunk it
Great
into
start.
his hands. And say,
He kind of it just leans him over to one side as he gets it from you, and he hands you a clearly DIY'd rewards card. It's on a piece of paper, but it does offer you if you get enough uh like rides from the carriage, you will get some free ones. There's special offers if you come in on the first day. That's 20% off.
no
He has a good business model going. I mean, it's a bit of a scam, but it's not as bad as it could be.
These rewards are wonderful. Everyone, you can if you store in the extra storage, then they will also give you a rewards card, and you can get free rides. How fun is that? And I will put it away and sit back down.
Okay. Dres, the guy sitting next to you kind of like looks over and he's like, is the smoke okay?
Would it?
Is the pipe smoke, is that okay for you? You don't have breathing problems?
Darling, no. You're perfectly fine. Trust me. We back where I'm from. It's it's like a tradition between us, so it's fine. You're fine.
Our tradition. Uh,
Mm.
that's good. Do you perhaps want to share?
Um, sure. And I would, if he offers it to me, I would take like the smallest puff and pretend I'm taking it a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and then be like, yep. Mm,
Yeah, it's not very good.
no.
Don't smoke, kids.
No. And then after he asks or gives me that, I'm like, so what's your name? Where are you traveling to?
Well, my name is Bogdan. I'm on my way heading to. I mean, I'm kind of on the road. I'm hoping to pick up some cool memories, bring back stories to tell.
Very nice. My name is Venleth Norin. I also am a wanderer of sorts.
Huh? That's good. I mean, we're traveling together now. We might do it more in the future then.
Mm, I would simply love that. I just have I'm very enthusiastic about this conversation.
Hmm.
As I have no idea where I'm going, and I've never traveled this far.
Scout, you're sitting on the other side of the carriage against this half elf family, just watching what's happening here with the quite unusual levels of extravagance in this kind of typical everyday carriage. This family's trying to give you some space, but the kids are kind of loading, and it's a limited amount of seats in the carriage, and you just have a view of the events. The puffs of smoke have kind of started moving in from the outside and are now getting closer to your face as the guy leans back to let's say the usual sitting position, and it's maybe a bit bothersome as he's just kind of like blowing it into the middle of the crowd.
I just want to interrupt real quick and say, for everyone watching that just saw all that craziness happen, um, that is something that we are trying to figure out how to not let happen. Um, as Hunter temporarily became the dungeon master um, on everyone's screen.
Promotion.
Upgrade.
So we just ask you to. They said you had a costume change, Kava. We're just asking if you could just ignore those, and we will eventually figure out how to make it to where that doesn't ever happen. But yeah, super sorry about that, and sorry for interrupting.
I go, hello?
Hello.
Hey, hey, you, the two of you smoking over there?
I look over to uh the fairly pretty elven woman that I believe she's elven, but I might not be sure. Yes. Would you care to join us?
No. There's children. There's children right here, and um, we're also in an enclosed space. So, if you could just refrain, that'd be awesome. I'm
Mm.
not gonna tell you what to do, and you have the day you deserve. Okay?
Okay. I didn't know that was a big deal, but all right.
And then I turn to the parents and I go,
the man kind of begrudgingly returns back to his position of leaning outside of the rail. And we're gonna go ahead and quickly switch to another carriage stop, but this one on the other side of the very same road, only a couple of miles away, heading in the opposite direction as people are again beginning to enter. Only this time a bit further away. We've moved a couple of miles. And here it's a bit of a different scenery as the carriage is a bit more messed up. Not in the way that it's cheaply made or that it's old. It's just that the driver clearly likes to go fast through rocky terrain. And he's an older dwarven man who's walking around, kind of handing out these scraps that are meant to represent tickets as he makes his way through the crowd. And he's trying. It's a bit difficult because there's a lot of humans there, and he's kind of shorter. So he's trying to push his way past, trying to see who's not holding a ticket yet, who's maybe seems like they're heading out in the same direction. And he makes his way past a group of people and starts just tapping this woman on the shoulder. He kind of has to stand up on his tippy toes to do it. And Mara, you can introduce your character.
So we see the amazing, incredible Lady Alicia Roysa. She is a purple tiefling. She's got like super long jet black hair that's really messy. It looks like she probably like slept in the woods last night. There's definitely like one or two twigs kind of stuck in there that she has not noticed. But she's got some like green armor on and a green and black kind of traveling cloak hanging off. She's pretty short. She's about 5'3", but she's beefy. She's built. She looks super strong. She's got two like hand axes, one on each of her hips. She's like kind of leaning on a big war hammer. And she is 100% like chewing the equivalent of like whatever bubble gum is, blowing a bubble, just trying to look as casual as possible to the point where it's like obvious that she is very uncomfortable and trying so hard to not look uncomfortable. Yeah, that's Al.
This guy continues just tapping on the pillar. He goes, "Would you like to buy a ticket?"
Yes. Yes, I would like I would like to buy a ticket. Thank you for the offer.
Are you quite all right?
I'm great. How are you? How are you doing? I'm good. Are you good?
Are you nauseous? I can't have nauseous people on the carriage. It shakes.
No, I'm good. Thanks. I'm all set. No nausea here. Sorry, what you said, what about buying a ticket?
Well, we're going down the road. We're heading deeper west, somewhere splitting off between Burgess and Venox. So if you want to head that way, we're selling tickets.
I'd be sure. Yeah, that'd be great. How much are they?
3 silver.
Okay, great. Sounds good. Reaches in. She has a like pouch that's like very hidden behind her cloak. She's like very worried about getting pickpocketed. So she like looks around, takes out the silver. Like her hand is shaking as she like hands it out to the guy. Here, here it is.
he kind of like slowly nods and just like looks. Are you sure you're not gonna throw back up?
No, I'm good. Stomach of Steel. That was my name in school. That's a lie. That wasn't my name in school. It's fine. I'll be fine. Thank you for your concern. Okay, have a good day.
Have a good one. And
Okay.
he turns back around and kind of climbs up onto the carriage to look over the people waiting in line. And he you're gonna hear him audibly just go, "Huh," as his eyes land on uh uh how what's the word for this feline themed person, and he jumps down and runs over. And Steven, you can introduce your character.
Yeah. So standing before you is a very tall tabaxi, standing at about. Thank you. A very tall tabaxi. Sorry, I'm streaming and somebody just put the applause sound effect on. And it sounds like. Sorry, it's funny. Okay. Standing before you is a very tall tabaxi, standing at about 6'6". Very lean though, not bulky. Very skinny, very lanky. He has tan fur with a gray mane and tan hair that he keeps up in a man bun. He, you could see in his, just on his fur, just singes of just burnt fur are all over his body. And all he has on him is a messy oil stained tank top, uh, no armor. He has pants and boots, just like very very like peasant pants, peasant boots, and on his back is a huge sack filled with something with a lot of stuff that's very pointy and very jagged sticking out of the sack that he holds on his back. Uh, yeah, that's it.
This driver just walks. You see him approach you, and then you see him take a right, and he just kind of walks around you. Like he kind of wants to peek into the sack, but the sack is taller than him. Um, and he walks back to the front of you, and he goes, "Hello,
Hey, how you doing?
are you perhaps a traveler?"
Well, I'm in the line, aren't I?
I'm just dealing with the character voices I'm hearing today because I haven't heard these before. He's having a similar reaction to me. He's just like, Jesus. Fantasy Jesus. There's no Jesus in the known lands. Establishing canon. Um, Fantasy Jesus. And it's just you're, that is a fact. Would you like to buy a ticket?
Yeah. How much?
It's I mean it's free silver. Um, but we can work out a discount.
Oh, you don't think I'm good for it? What, you think you're better than
Oh
me?
no, oh no, sir. I mean no disrespect. It's just I was just wondering because you have a pretty interesting bag on you.
Yeah, that's my sack. And then I reach into my sack and I say, "Yeah, I'm good for it." And I pull out 3 pieces of scrap metal that I painted silver. And I'm gonna go ahead, circular pieces of scrap metal that I painted to look like silver coins, and I'm gonna plop them in his hands.
How good of a replica are these?
I mean, I'm pretty good at my job,
Mm,
so I'm pretty good at my job. So
okay. Can you just make me like a deception check real quick to
Yeah.
see how that goes?
Nat 20.
Ooh, jeez.
Out of all the rolls today, 2 nat 20s
Which
and a
technically is a 24.
Dang.
You go, wow, money.
Everybody's
I'd say the same thing every time I get paid. Wow, money.
As a reaction. And he puts it back in his pocket and wanders off, very very happy with the exchange. And he kind of looks around the crowd who are now kind of all coming up onto the carriage as he notices the last couple of people standing there and approaches the last character that we are introducing. So Hunter, go on.
Okay. So standing probably at the back of the line because he was late to get there. He's quite flustered. We have a human standing at about like 6'2", pretty broad shoulders. He looks like, he lifts heavy things a lot. He uses his hands a lot. And he, unlike some of the other people in this, are not quite dressed fancy. He is wearing tattered clothes that looks like he's been in for a long time. He has kind of this red shaggy hair that looks like it's been unkept for a long time, similar to his beard that also now has become quite scraggly. And he has horrible bags under his eyes. It looks like he has not been sleeping. And he's just standing there, a little antsy, rubbing the sides of his pants, just waiting to hopefully get a ticket.
Poor man.
The guy comes up to you and he goes, so you don't have some cool sack on you, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Never mind.
You
It's
saying something about my sack?
no. Thank you
I
for the...
I have a satchel. I like take my little like cute little like satchel. I'm like, here, I have this.
Do you have free silver in it?
Let me check. And then he opens it up and he's like kind of rummaging through it and only finds 2 silver pieces. Is this gonna be okay?
I mean, do you have anything else in there?
I might have some copper pieces. Maybe we can make up the difference. And I like empty it out, and it's just like some lint falls out. uh,
Poor man.
Oh, okay. How about we make the 2 work, and I don't, if the wheel starts wobbling a little bit, you have to kind of lean out and screw it back on. Do you think you could manage that? It probably won't happen.
sure. Anything. Thank you so much. And I give you the 2 pieces.
And he hands you back a ticket.
Monty just takes like a huge breath. Okay, everything's gonna be fine.
Poor man.
Okay, and with that, the driver walks back into his seat, where there are 2 low-key traumatized horses because of how fast they go. And he turns around and he says, "Okay, you can go. You can get on." Somewhere far away, someone has sneezed.
I feel like Al like waits for everybody else to get on because she doesn't want to like be rude, so she's like the last one on and like squeezes in like will like sit on her hammer, like plant it on the ground like a little stool so she doesn't have to take up space. Like just very okay, we're doing good, friends.
How many people are on the caravan? Is it like a lot? Is it tight quarters or?
It's similar to the last one. This guy has one less person, so there's 6 people. And it's probably a bit tight because it seems like this guy just always overbooks it, so people kind of have to squeeze in.
I feel like Monty's like squished in between like 2 people also, like just in the middle.
Okay, and Igni, where are you? Where are you sitting down with your big sack?
My I kind of like take it off my back and I grab onto it, and then I'm just gonna kind of maneuver my way through the carriage. Like, sorry, all right, my bad. All right, and I'm just gonna kind of plop down with the jaggedness kind of pointing into my torso as I just kind of sit there and tolerate it.
Again, there's a sign behind the driver that says extra storage for just a few silvers, but this one is scratched out, and next to it there's just like a handwritten note that just says storage fell off. So
Oh no.
people are kind of sitting with their bags in their laps.
Oh.
I kind of say under my breath, like, I'm surprised this thing has 4 wheels.
Apparently, that's not even a guarantee either.
Apparently not.
How did we
That's what
get
it's like
the
to fly
better?
Spirit Air.
How did we get the better caravan and they got the crappy one?
Well, yours does have
Rude.
sloshing ice cream, just like kind of there.
Hey,
I don't know if that's a plus or not. That's both a flaw and a plus, I would say.
it's like sweetened milk. It's fine.
Ew.
Ew.
Who am I sitting next to on the carriage?
I think when you got on, you had the choice to sit down next to this pretty fragile looking human grandma, who does not look like she should be on this carriage, and a couple of what looks to be just gnomes and dwarves who are sitting together and trying to play in a card game. With the cards kind of like laid around on their stuff.
Oh, okay. I'll sit next to the grandma. Hey, how you doing?
Hello. Is this your first time traveling with the carriage?
Yeah. With this service, yeah. Is it yours?
No. Do you see me sitting out front, Sonny? I'm
No.
sitting in the back like you. If this
Yeah.
was my carriage, I would have a special seat for myself, and I would have a proper structure.
I'm very sorry to hear about your struggles, ma'am. I too am struggling a little bit myself, so I understand where you're coming from.
What are you struggling with, boy?
Oh, you know, don't have to get into all that.
Is it balance?
Balance?
Because if it's balance, you might fall over.
I think I'm pretty balanced. I got good core strength. You know, I do my planks.
Are you balanced in your life too? You have to balance happiness and responsibility.
What the fuck is this? Therapy? I'm just making small talk with you.
When you're old, you tend to give out advice to people you meet. It kind of becomes a trait.
What's your
It
name?
makes up for the slow walking.
You slow walking, huh? What's your name?
Oh, it's what's my name? I look for this woman's name. Um, my name has been forgotten by me. Everyone just calls me Granny around these parts.
Oh, I'm real sorry about that, Granny. Name's Igni. It's nice to meet you.
That's a good name.
Thanks.
So, where are you going, kid?
That's a great question. I am following a little tip of mine from an informant, somebody I got to talk to about something. So yeah, I'm just on my way there right now. What about you? Where you going?
Oh, I'm going to visit a friend.
Who's the friend?
She's also quite old.
You forgotten her name too?
Maybe I have. Maybe
Alzheimer's is
her
a
name.
bitch, yeah.
Don't swear.
Excuse me, sorry. They don't allow us to swear in the first 10 minutes of the carriage ride.
That is very true. You will get thrown out. And as she's saying this, the carriage takes off, and Monty, as you're sitting kind of between just a couple of like a guy who's trying to take a nap but it's not going well, and these gnomes playing cards. There's a couple of the cards just fly out and just like hit you as the carriage just takes off very quickly. There's no build up to momentum. It's just momentum immediately.
Oh,
And they
jeez.
just turn out. They're going, oh, sorry. Can you hand those to me? But don't turn them over. We can't have people seeing the cards.
Oh, yeah, sure. So I just like kind of slide them back over to them. Sorry about that.
Do you want to play?
Sure. What are you playing?
Just a little invention of ours. We don't really have that many good card games we learned from others, so we made up our own version of the card game. It's mostly pulling and then shuffling and then pulling some more and some math. You add up numbers. You can put a wager if you want to put a wager on it.
How much math would you say is involved in this game?
He's gonna get
A bit.
Sure, I'll play. Trying to be a people pleaser. So,
Okay.
what are the rules of this game?
You pull out 2 to 4 cards. Okay. And then you put 1 card away. And then you pull out 1 to 3 cards. And then you put 2 to 3 cards away. And then you have to add up those numbers. And then you pull a second card. And then you multiply those numbers by the card that you got. And then you put away 2 to 4 cards. And then you pull out another card. If that card is lower than 7, that is a half elf score. Okay. If it's higher than a 7, that's a downfall. If you have a downfall, we're gonna move on. Are you getting this?
Do you think we could do a practice round first? I think maybe that'd help a little bit.
How about we play in teams and you play with me and you can watch what I'm doing.
Sure, sounds good.
Al, you're kind of sitting as you probably near the exit since you were one of the last people to get in. There's I think you're sitting kind of across from the card game and the guy taking a nap. And it's pretty nice. The entrance seems surprisingly sturdy. Doesn't seem like it's gonna fall apart like some of the other parts. And yeah, that's the general cart courage update on the situation. There's a little cat kind of running around on the ground, and there's a guy up front trying to kind of get it to come back to its carrier.
If the cat runs by, can I like give it a little ear scritch just as it scoots by? Just
as you give it an ear scritch, it jumps up on your lap.
Hi, buddy. What's your name?
It
Not
just
a talking cat. Okay. Just
it does meow at you.
I want you to know that I would die for you. You're perfect. Oh my god. I will like awkwardly kind of like stand up and shuffle the cat over to the man with the carrier, like hand it back and be like, "This is a beautiful cat. Take good care of it. Okay, bye. Okay, thanks for letting me pet it. Okay, goodbye." And scoot. She's gonna like jog back over to where she is and plop back down.
Okay. So, both the carriages that you are on currently go on for a little bit, a little bit of just conversation and card games, and no wheels fall off this time. Though I can't say what's going to happen the next time this carriage takes a drive. Um, and you're settling quite nice into your journey. When about probably even less than an hour in, both of the carriages come to a stop. And as you look out, you see a carriage in front of you, placed in the middle of the road, each with a driver and a horse. And they are a gnome man and a dwarven man who are staring each other down very intensely. As they wait for the other person to move. And there is a good minute of silence there, of just nothing. There's just like Western music playing in the background from like a jewel, as like a lone like dried Western plant that I don't know the English name for, like rolls past.
Tumbleweed. Yeah.
A tumbleweed. There we go. Just bilingual things. And finally, the silence is broken as the dwarven man just goes, "Not again! You do this every time. There is a side road. You take the side road and you go past. We don't have to keep getting stuck." And Wilby's like, "Well, maybe if you took the side road once, then we wouldn't have this problem." And you just sit in your carriages listening to them argue for an uncomfortable amount of time, where you're just thinking this carriage could have started going by now. How's everyone feeling with that emotionally?
So anxious. So anxious.
Chat wants the
So
carriage drivers to
confused.
kiss. And I agree.
I've been talking to my new dwarven friend that I've been sitting next to the entire time. Talking about my best friend Gertrude and how we were totally awesome together and totally best pals, and I haven't even noticed what's going on right now because I'm talking about my best friend Gertrude and her exposés.
Your new friend is very entertained. He's also not noticed. He's just like listening to you intently as he blows smoke out of the window. And finally, one of the carriages starts moving for a bit. Will be the gnome man from carriage number 1 is the first one to give in, until he stops, just surprisingly quickly for just turning, and you hear him just go, "Oh, oh man, that's unpleasant. Are there any people here who are not children, elderly, or weaklings?"
I raise my hand.
I'm like,
I kind of looked at Granny and I kind of raised my hand too.
I also raise my hand.
Okay, can you guys get out for a moment?
Is the wheel broken?
You're not gonna ditch us, are you?
No, and you hear the driver from carriage number 2 jump off, and he walks over and he says, "Oh, okay. There seems to have been a little bit of an accident at the side of the road. Doesn't look like anyone's still here, but Mhm. It's blocking the way. We should probably move it.
Do you mind like to look at the side of the road?
Yeah, look at the side of the road. Sure.
Okay. Do I need to roll perception, or can I just see with my eyes?
Sure. Roll me perception. Anyone who wants to take a look can roll me perception to see how good you are at seeing.
Get that sweet plus 0. 15.
Okay. 5. 15, 5.
I'm also gonna kind of scooch ahead to where there might be a window, kind of crawl over people, I guess, and poke my head out.
Mhm.
And I rolled a. What's my perception? I rolled a 22.
Very good.
I stopped playing with or like talking to the kids in the family, and then like look out, and I rolled a 19.
19. Very nice. Okay.
I rolled a 7.
A 7.
I'm too enthralled with my conversation that
Yeah.
I
I
didn't
think I'm
realize
overwhelmed by the
something
card
was
game.
going on.
You're just talking. It's very fun. He's just listening. He's just like nodding along, and then he's like, "Wow!" And then what happened? Oh, really? It's a whole thing. It's very entertaining. To those of you who are looking out, so Al and Monty, you two see the carriage that's it seems to be quite nice. It's not really the kind of carriage you're in, which is like big, clearly made for just moving large groups of people for cash. It's seems to be more used for moving things or transporting supplies. And it's pretty messed up. It's kind of like rolled over, and it's laying at an awkward angle. And for Sonder and Scout and Igni, the three of you, as you're looking around, see that first of all, this carriage, it's the way that the tracks are on the ground, it's kind of like in a weird position to how it probably would have fallen off track had it just broken a wheel or hit someone. It's just that tad bit wrongly placed. And Igni, you rolled a 22?
Yeah.
You got a 22. Oh my god. These voices will kill me halfway through the session and I will just die of joy. As you're looking up, it doesn't take you as much time to assess the situation of the carriage, just because it's a simple mechanism. There's not that much to think about when you're an expert. You notice that the trees above seem to be rustling a little bit, and there's a slow drip drop just going off of one of the branches of a dark liquid.
I go, everybody, hey, everybody, just take a step back. Back it up just a bit. Second. Can I kind of here? Can I pick up a few stones?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna grab a few stones from the ground, a few pebbles and stuff, and I'm gonna cast magic stone on them, and I'm gonna chuck all 3 in the trees.
Okay. Okay. Are you trying to attack whatever?
I'm trying to see if there's things in the trees waiting to ambush us.
Mm-hmm. As the pebbles kind of go through the leaves, you just hear a kind of loud it's not exactly a roar, but it's kind of one of those high pitched like big cat roars, let's say.
Whoops.
and you see a very pissed off panther make its way down with what looks to be a chewed up shirt. And two more follow it out of the trees. And I think we may be rolling initiative here.
My bad.
So just big quick question before initiative.
Mhm.
Could I roll another perception to see if I could
Oh yeah,
heard that?
absolutely.
Because I'm the only one still in the caravan.
Hmm.
If you excuse me for a second, I will be right back. I rolled a 13.
Okay, it's not a 1 this time.
That's progress.
8.
8. Like you kind of hear that there's like something happening, but is it more important than your story?
This is very true.
It's like there's animal noises. You're kind of passing through a forest. It's probably fine.
Gotta love when we first start and just my rolls are trash. I got another 5, but plus with initiative, I think that is 9. That's my initiative. It's fine. I could be the last one. I'm still in the caravan.
I also rolled a 5.
Yeah, I didn't roll great either.
And what's that? Is that just a straight 5, or is there? Are you adding anything to that, or is that just the already added?
Yeah, already added. Just a
Okay.
5.
Yeah.
Uh,
I got. Doing great, guys. Doing great. Glad we got those natural 20s right out of the way. Let's kick it around.
We can head on to the 10 and lower rolls for the rest of the campaign.
Go team. I got a 14 initiative.
14, nice.
I got a 17 for initiative.
17, very good.
I rolled a 12.
12, okay. Who still hasn't given me their initiative? Do I have Igni's initiative?
13.
How much?
13.
13. Grand. Okay. Nice. Okay. Okay. This is great. This is great.
This is fine.
This is fine.
Great. Great.
Great.
All is well.
So right now we have the one panther that just got down from the tree. That's probably how far away are you guys standing right now from the cart, let's say, so as combat's starting? What's the position?
I'm still very much in the cart.
Yeah, that's
I have not left the cart.
that's valid.
I don't think I wandered any further than just right off of the back of the cart.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Right up against it.
Yeah, I think I'm in like the doorway, so like I could see, but like didn't get out.
Okay. I'm just noting that down for myself, so I know where everyone is, so I know who's gonna get attacked and not killed by a panther. Because that is not what we call a good start. But maybe that's the plot twist of this campaign. Actually, you all die in the first encounter.
That's all our kids 10 years from now trying to
Right.
avoid us.
Yeah, so tune in next week to meet the new characters.
Campaign 2.
Campaign 2.
Oh, did we not tell you guys? All of these stories just are very short, and we all die at the end of them.
Yep.
They're
Yeah.
unintentional one-shots.
Yeah, that's why it's called Tales with this S.
Because there's a whole lot of them.
Okay, so we're starting off with Panther that just got down from the tree, which is still like probably a good 20 feet, 25 feet, let's say, away from most of you. The other two are coming out of the woods behind, so they're probably 40 feet back. And this little guy is looking with much annoyance on you, Igni. With you kind of there's a little like stone indent in the fur.
So he takes damage if I hit him.
Hell yeah, that's true.
So that is a D6 plus 3. That is 5 points of damage.
Nice.
A rock. It's like in the cartoons whenever they get hit in the head and it swells up really big.
Yeah.
Tom and Jerry.
Okay. So the panther is gonna go ahead and just it looks at you and it growls, and it just starts like running. And as it gets close, it goes into a pounce. And it's gonna go ahead and try to eat you.
Great.
Great. Grand. And that is an 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. And it kind of scratches you across the chest for 4 damage.
Oi!
Oi. Oi.
Oh, yeah. All right. Cool.
Cool.
That's fair.
And coming up next is Monty. After Monty, waiting on deck, Panther number 3.
Okay. So you said one of the panthers had like clothing in its mouth, like jagged clothing.
Mhm.
Can I see if there's any like people near the caravan? Like, do I see any possible surviving people or dead people?
Sure. I guess that is that a perception check or an investigation check would be my. I guess that's kind of perception because you're just like looking around.
Okay.
You don't really have time to search things.
Oof, not great. That's an 8 for perception.
Not you can't see anyone directly there in plain sight.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action to do the not Searing Smite. What's it called? Blessing of the Forge on my quarterstaff and take that out, so I get an extra D6 of fire damage, and I'm gonna try to thwack the panther that's on top of Igni right now. So,
Okay.
no, that is a 7 to hit.
Yeah, you kind of go past its head and hit the ground next to it, and sparks fly up, and it kind of like just turns its head to look at you. It looks a bit surprised by the fire, but not damaged.
Yeah, hi, kitty.
We've upgraded in terms of cats very quickly. Size. And want to eat people. The other panther is gonna go ahead and seeing you joining in on the fight is gonna attempt to run into the fray there. Okay. And it's gonna try to like bite at you. I just rolled the same number twice in a row. Yeah, so that's what did you roll the same number? That might have been a different number previously. So that is an 18 to hit.
For me, that'll hit.
Mm-hmm. And it just like takes a little nibble at your arm since it sees you wielding this stick of fire in its eyes. And that's gonna be a nice 5 piercing damage.
Sick.
And it cannot kill you guys. Oh god. These panthers are really good at rolling dice. Al is up next.
Okay. Hal is going to like take her warhammer two-handed and run up and just try and like bat away the one that just bit Monty, because that's the closest, right, to her.
Yeah. Yes.
Great.
That makes.
You will do that. Ooh, that is a dirty 20.
Ooh, nice. Dirty 20. That definitely hits.
Sweet. So that is 10 damage to the Kit Kat.
The Kit Kat is looking messed up.
Heck yeah. As
Is
I
it all
swing and
her-
go, I'm so sorry.
Okay, up next is Igni.
My turn.
Yeah.
All right. Am I like on the ground or am I standing?
You're standing.
Okay, I didn't know if he pounced on me.
Yeah, I immediately forgot that was a thing. So he this is an amnesiac panther who forgets that he has that ability.
Sick, awesome. All right, I'm going to move to. So I take it that two of the panthers are next to each other.
Yeah, and then there's one further back.
All right, in that case, I'm going to take a step to the side of the panther that was attacking me, so that I have both of them in my line of vision, and I am going to take out my Tinker's tools and clank them together, summon this green energy in my hand, and I'm going to cast Tasha's Caustic Brew at them, which it shoots a line that's 30 feet long and 5 feet wide. I need each creature to make a dexterity saving throw, and creatures that fail are covered in acid, and at the beginning of their turns, they take 2d4 acid damage.
Okay. Dex saving throw, right?
Dex saving throw, please. 13 is the spell.
Okay. So that is 6 and then 18.
6 fails. 18
Okay.
succeeds. So whoever rolled a 6, they are now covered in acid until they take an action to scrape it off.
Okay. Panther 1 is now having an acid bath. And if that's your turn, then next up we have Sander.
Sounds good.
Ooh, I'm just so excited to get into the fray. Seeing all of these other people attacking, Sander gets really, really excited to go in and do some slashing and see some action. And he like sort of starts to walk over and then realizes he put his weapon away in the storage and doesn't have anything to fight with. Is the storage underneath the carriage locked or like fastened in any way?
It's fastened, but it's I mean the carriage is in movement the entire time, so it's just like leather straps. There's really no locking mechanism there that you would have to pick. You just kind of have to wiggle it out.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that to pull. it like out from underneath the carriage. Ooh. Does that? Do I need to like roll anything? Does it take a lot of effort? I don't
I wouldn't say it takes a lot of effort. It's just it's taking. I mean, you know what? You can make me a strength check, but this is a pretty easy check. Let's say.
know. Okay. Just like plus my strength modifier.
Yeah.
You know
So just
me.
like don't biff it.
Super duper strong. It's a
Super
14.
duper strong. Yeah, that's very good.
Wow! Yay! Wonderful.
You get it out.
So I wrench it out and like sort of fall on my butt, and then stand up and whatever movement speed I didn't use, in trying to wrestle that out, I'm going to attack at just whichever one's closest. There's one that's still like out in the woods, sort of, right? And then there's two that are up on us. Okay. And the one that's out in the woods is kind of far away, right? You said like 40 feet?
Yeah. Yeah, 40 feet back.
So I'm not going to do that. But I'm going to get in. Can I get into range of, I guess, not the one that is covered in acid?
Yeah, just barely. For context for the people watching, we will probably get maps at some point once we figure that out. So there will be a visual aid to help you kind of know what's happening on the battlefield, but that is not the case right now.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. It is I believe a glaive is a reach weapon, which means so it has a range of 10 feet.
Yeah, so with a glaive, yeah, that makes the job easier.
So I'm just gonna sort of like charge at him, holding it like out in front of me and just sort of like running right at it. Not like yelling because I'm a little bit too nervous to feel rage. And just like try and just drive it right through. Oh, that's not very good. That's a 12 to hit.
That just hits.
Oh, cool. Yeah, so I'm just gonna run right into him.
Okay.
That is 8 points of slashing damage. As I think, okay, so a glaive is a slashing weapon, but I'm using it to like thrust and stab. I don't think it like really matters a whole lot in this context, but I am trying to pierce at the moment and not slash. I just stab him right in the leg. I just run up and stab him in the leg. You just see this boy come out of nowhere with a big old weapon and stab the big cat in the leg. And that's all I can do with my action.
Okay,
Level 1
grand.
paladin, I do hit things.
And we're coming up on team inside the carriage. Drez and the dwarven dwarven bud.
Okay. So my passive perception is 13. Would I be able to hear people fighting
Yeah, at
outside?
this point with the
Okay.
acid, yeah.
Okay. So while I'm having this conversation, I hear that and I'm like, give me a moment, darling. And I'm going to. Is there only like a one-way exit, or is it like old-fashioned, like, what do you call it? Like the cloth canopy over it, and there's like two holes in the caravan, or is it just like walled and then only one exit?
It's kind of walled up with like a canopy, kind of just starting up from the top where there's like the wooden part, so you can kind of lean more. But the main exit, you can kind of like if you just try to wiggle, you could probably get through to the driver's side and exit through there. But like the exit is for the back.
Okay. Okay. Um, do I know which direction the fighting sounds like it's coming from?
Yeah, the whole cat screeches and metal clanging.
Okay,
It's
so is that in front of me or behind me?
uh,
I'm just trying to pick a way which would be faster to get out.
mm, um, honestly, probably out of the back would be faster. It's kind
Okay.
you will kind of have to turn, but it's designed for a driver who is a bit shorter than you. It's and it's there's a lot of stuff standing there, so it would take you a little bit to try to get out for the front.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab my uh handy dandy spear that I didn't mention before that I probably have been using as a walking stick the entire time. And I'm gonna rush out the back and get as far as I can to an enemy, which
Hmm.
I can move up to 30 feet, so I don't know if I can get to one.
You know what? I think you might manage to get to the one that is coming out of the woods since you're in the carriage. You're a bit further back, so that might be possible. Or you can get most of the way there to the two others who are currently engaged in combat. Um,
Okay. I'm only level 1, so I don't have any key points yet. So I'm going. So you said I can't get to one right now.
you can get to the one that is Oh no, wait, that one in engage. Am I forgetting something? Oh yeah, I think it jumped over. I have no. Okay, this panther is here. Yeah, let's say you can get to one of them. Yeah, this is why
Okay.
I need the map because I have the memory of a goldfish.
Okay. So if I can get to one, then I'm gonna first attack with my spear.
Hmm.
So I will roll. Don't. Oh, okay. That's 16 plus a lot of things.
That hits.
Okay. Uh, I need a D6. Oh, okay. 6 plus 4. So 10 points of piercing damage.
Hmm.
Is it still up?
How are you taking this panther out?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kill
okay.
him.
All
Kill
right.
the cat.
So I'm gonna pull out my spear and I'm gonna like I'm gonna aim to like I'm gonna kind of like use the spear as like a pole vault and like push myself up and then go striking down straight through its head.
That is you see your dwarven friend looking out of the window and it's like as you're going in slow-mo and he just like releases a puff of smoke and just goes
I give him a wink.
he blushes.
Now, the one you just killed, this wasn't the one Sandra. Was this the one that Sandra was just fighting?
Uh, this is
Or was this the one that was in the woods? I forget.
this is the one that was in the woods.
Okay, good. Sandra would have been pissed.
Just take your murder for you. It's fine. Alright, well then that will be the end of my turn because I can't get to the other one.
Okay. And with that, we are on to the panther that is still alive and not covered in acid, which kind of looks around and with just it has a cat face, so it can't really do eyebrows up and very much human expressions, but you can see the deep concern about the balance of the situation. And it's gonna go ahead and just glance at its one ally that's left and just take off into the woods.
Sandra yells, "No, come back!"
I thirst for blood.
Do I get an attack of
Um,
opportunity because if it disengages, then
Yeah, absolutely.
while it tries to run away, so I just stabbed it, and then I'm just gonna to try and hit it while it's running away. It's definitely like a desperate lunge as I just like reach out to it, because I just want to fight things. I want to have a cool adventure, and that's a 19 to hit. Woo!
Damn.
That definitely hits.
I forgot it's a D10. A D10, guys, crazy. And that's 9 points of slashing damage as I just slice at this thing as it runs past.
Yeah, and with that, Penford 2 is down as it just slides across the dirt away from you.
Yes! Yes! I killed something!
Good job.
And coming up at the end of initiative, we have Scout.
Scout was like wildly unprepared to get into any sort of fight. And so I think she sees Sonder like go into the bottom of the carriage and like just like pull out a weapon that she didn't notice before. And so I think that she would go down there and be like, are there just weapons down here? Does she find anything?
There's like some kind of like walking stick
Cool.
that
She takes the walking stick.
You're now holding a walking stick.
I have the walking stick, and is the only panther that's left is the one that's like covered in acid, correct?
Yeah.
I just want to bop it on the head. Like, I mean,
Hell
a little
yeah.
bit harder than a bop, but like I want to bop it.
Hell yeah. Okay, I'm just checking out. I printed out stuff to put on the DM screen ages and ages ago, and I'm just like, I don't wear my glasses. What is this number here? So let's say this would be like a D6 for that.
Okay,
first you gotta hit it, but it's yeah.
I rolled a 15.
That hits.
So cool. Oh. 1. I really did just bop it. 1 damage.
Bad panther. Bop.
It just goes, whoa, in utter confusion. And we are back up to the top of the order with the panther coming up. How much acid damage is the panther taking?
2d4.
2d4. Are you rolling
All
that
right,
for?
I'll roll it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
4. 8.
Whoa.
Okay. And how are you putting down the last panther?
I don't really have to do anything.
Yeah, true.
He's running away with acid on him. What's gonna happen is as he's running, very akin to like a car slowing down to a stop, the corrosiveness is just gonna eat through his head, and it's just gonna take out all the muscle controlling functions of his brain as he's running away. So now he's just gonna run, and then he's gonna walk, and then he's gonna stop, and then he's gonna fall over and die.
And with that, you have won your first combat.
Woo!
Applause. Was that a very good owl impression there?
My friend's an owl expert. We should bring him in.
Very good.
So what's combat stuff? Well, okay, I'm gonna turn around and then see that every other panther is dead, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna pull my spear out and like, I'm not gonna wipe it on myself, but I will wipe off the blood on the dead panther.
Oh.
Like, gross.
Yeah, I also
Can't-
already cleaning my thing off.
And I have an organizational question about time for us to have a breaky break.
Time
So
for a break. All right.
we will
Break,
be
break.
right back,
All right,
guys.
we will be back shortly.
Shortly.
Back shortly.
We're back.
Hello.
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 I apologize for right there at the beginning of the break with the screen being all weird and like it taking a really long time to transition between the text. That was my bad. I put it to 28 seconds to transition from one thing to another rather than 28 seconds long on the screen. So that's why it looked really, really, really weird. So apologies, like I said. It's a learning experience.
Okay, so we are coming back right after the panther fight. We've murdered some panthers. No one died. Success. So what is everyone's immediate actions? The carriage drivers are standing back. There's people picking out, and you have this messed up abandoned carriage in front of you with some dead panthers.
Okay, I immediately ask if anyone has a dagger that I could borrow for like a couple
I
of
think
seconds.
Definitely do not.
I think that I like actively ignore that request.
Does anyone have a dagger I can borrow, please? It will only take a couple of minutes. I promise to clean it off when I'm done. No one? Great.
I got nothing. I'm sorry.
How about a knife? Does anyone have a knife?
Will
And
a
a kitchen
small axe
knife?
do? Like I have a little hand axe. Does that work?
I don't think I've ever tried a hand axe.
Well,
But why not?
Okay. Here. Hand you a little
I
hand axe.
And with that, I'm gonna attempt to take the skin off this panther.
I say, if that doesn't work, I've got a very large knife that you can use.
See, I don't think something large is going to work. I need something small that can get in there
Right, you're correct.
between
Sorry.
the skin and the muscle tissue, you know?
Okay, yeah, yes. Goodness. Yeah, well, if you need help chopping it up, then I'm here.
Oh, I will be sure to ask you.
I mean, I got a piece of scrap metal you could use if you want to maybe try that. I could maybe find a particularly sharp one, but I don't have the knife on. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm gonna try and skin this animal. I don't know. I don't know if I need to roll for that.
I fear I my first thought was yes, animal handling, but I don't think it's called an animal anymore in this state.
Maybe
Like survival or something?
I could do survival.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Please, Lord Almighty, don't mess this up. Okay, that's 12 plus 3, so that's 15.
Yeah, that's quite good. It's with the materials you have, it's a surprisingly good job. It's definitely easier if you're trying it on the panther that already has kind of gained an entrance point to the skinning by just being soaked in acid from the top up. Though that's going to result in a bit of a worse quality.
Yeah, I don't.
Well,
I'm going after the one I stabbed in the head. So I would
nah.
go from the focal point where my spear went into its head, and I would start there, and then start just going down. Um, I'm surprised that the hand axe worked. I'm like, oh, okay, okay. So I start doing that, and then when I finish that, I guess I'll just wipe it off on the fur for now because I don't have any other extra clothing, and then I'll give it back to Al.
Thanks, happy to help. I'll just clean that later. Then okay.
I mean,
You're welcome.
okay.
While Drez is doing that, I'd like to go check out the cart that got tipped over, or that was off to the side of the road, tipped over.
I'm gonna join him.
Oh,
yeah.
hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey.
I think.
Okay.
well,
You guys can make me an investigation check. If someone wants to help someone, that will give them advantage.
I have a
I'm not
negative
gonna do
modifier,
super
so
crazy
I'm
investigation.
pretty smart, not gonna lie.
I will aid Igni, but I don't think I would be the one getting aided.
yeah.
All right. Well, first roll was a 1, so.
Well, go ahead and add my 7 worth of help to that.
Okay, that's gonna be 12 investigation.
Oh, isn't helping just giving
Advantage.
advantage?
Mhm.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
rolled and he rolled. It's like a
Oh,
joint, like a duo.
like a joint, like a duo. Oh,
Yeah.
that's smart. Can get up to a 40 with that.
No, not like oh, never mind. Got it.
Okay. So can you guys repeat the numbers? Because
Sure.
Go
I
for
rolled a
brain.
1, and then he
Mhm.
rolled a 7, so we're gonna take the 7 for the
The 7. Yeah. Good.
yeah. Which is
Good job.
15 to add plus 5.
Okay. So I think what you would notice first of all is that there is a
12. I'm a liar.
pretty
12.
Yeah,
said
I was like
15,
7
don't know why.
plus 5.
I don't know why I said that. 12. I'm an idiot. I'm not wicked smart.
It's okay.
So what's the final number for me, an art student, to be?
12.
At 12.
A 12.
Okay. Okay. So I love how I didn't even think of that. I was just like, yes, math. Moving on. So the first thing you would notice is that there's a logo on this side. It's looks like painted, and it says the Rosewater Company. And there's a very intricately painted rose between the letters. And it's a bit scratched up. You kind of have to kind of peek back to on the other side to actually get a full view. But that gives you a good idea of the ownership. And what do I want to say exactly to this with a 12? I would say that they're you do see that there's these kind of dark marks kind of look like there was something scorched on one of the sides, but you can't really ascertain the source of that. And there's no people currently anywhere near that you can see as like survivors anywhere in the vicinity of the cart.
Any like tools or metal laying around?
Yeah, there's probably fallen off of the cart, so a bit you have to like walk a bit out. You do find like a loose just like a kind of a very simple like your first tool that you might use to just like fix up a cart on travels.
Nice, yoink.
I'm gonna say and walk away and go back and sit back in the cart, in the carriage. I'm gonna put my weapon away.
yeah.
No, I'm not gonna put my weapon away this time. I'm gonna keep it out and ready in case something else happens.
Could I, after I'm done with the panther thing, could I also search the cart, but specifically for shiny items?
Sure.
Doesn't matter if they're good or anything, just shiny items
Shiny.
that might intrigue my eye.
Like a bird.
Yeah. Okay, investigation. This is just a straight roll. That's 12.
12. It's a bit distracting because the card itself has some bits that are kind of mangled up from the fall that are a bit shiny, like there's a metal lining around it. But you do find some boxes that are kind of like broken up, mostly empty. But there is some there's like bits of maybe broken glass that can be a bit difficult to pick up since they're very sharp. But they seem to be from a very fancy bottle with a nice pattern on it, and if you pick them up, they will shine very nicely in the sun.
Okay. I scoop those into the bag, into my bag.
So Monty like noticed Igni pick up that tool thing, and I just want to like, turn to him and be like, what's that for?
Oh yeah. Hey, don't worry about it.
You sure got a lot of trinkets on you.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
Oh, I haven't noticed.
All right then. Are you
Is it-
feeling okay?
Yeah, I feel great. You
I'm like
feeling okay?
pointing at the bite mark from the panther.
Oh yeah, that. I mean that hurts, but
I
the
could
rest of
help
me
you
feels
out with
pretty
that.
good. You could? Oh yeah, yeah. Say yes, please. Sorry for giving you
So-
the business back there. My name's Igni.
No. My name's Beaumont, but people usually just call me Monty.
Hey, Monty, how you doing?
And I reach out and grab your arm and I cast Cure Wounds on you. Let's see how much we do. That is going to be 11 points of HP back.
Yeah, boy, that's good. I'm just kind of like take a deep breath. And... that's it.
Feels all warm and tingly inside.
Feels good. That's
Nice to meet you, Igni.
Nice to meet you, Monty. Hey, come on, walk with me, talk with me. So what
All
are you
right.
doing? What's what are you on to? Where are you going?
You know, I'm just kind of traveling. I'm searching for someone. Have you seen a young human girl with red hair like mine?
A young Cupid girl?
Human girl?
Human girl. I was like, is that a place? I have not. I mean, obviously around, but I have not seen one that looks like you. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah, she's my sister.
Oh, so sorry, you lost your sis?
Yeah.
Damn, that's a shame. Hey, you'll get her. Pat him on the shoulder.
Thanks, and I pat you back.
Ow, I say as my newly bite mark.
Sorry about that.
You're good. You're good. So are you on the nice carriage or are you on the
I was on the shitty one with you.
Yeah, got it. Cool. All right. Hey, listen. I don't know if that granny's still there, but I could totally kick her off. You want to come sit with me?
Sure. I mean, I don't want to take her seat, but
I don't think she'll remember. If I'm being completely honest.
all right.
Cool. Sick. And yeah, I go head back to the carriage.
We walk over together.
My new friend Monty.
As all of you are kind of walking back or talking, the two drivers are still out, and they're kind of looking the carriage over, and then they as they're heading back, and each of them gets into their perspective carriage, they kind of look around on the people sitting, and they're like, I think we'll be definitely kind of like, oh, okay, folks. So, is there anyone here looking for a job, maybe?
Will I get anything of interest if I do this job?
Well, I wouldn't be the one paying, but I can give you ice cream soup as an extra.
I don't know what that is, but sounds lovely.
That sounds wonderful. I'll do it.
I will also do it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people you need. I don't want to like intrude, but I'd be open for helping out if you need it.
Upon hearing Lady Alicia Roysa speak, for the first time, Sonder looks over and notices, and immediately says, "Lady Alicia, what are you doing out here?
Sure.
I was not aware that you were. You didn't write that you were traveling. I didn't know that you were going to be out. What are you doing? What are you doing all the way out here?"
Well, wow. Sorry, I was gonna send a letter and then I forgot. I am.
No, it's
you
no
know,
problem.
just. Yeah. Sorry. I hope I didn't like. I'm not like ghosting you or anything like this. It was. Anyways. Yeah. I mean, it felt like time to go somewhere else, leave home. You know.
Oh, trust me, I
So
know.
that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm sure you do. Wow. What are the odds, right? That we would both.
Crazy. So you're going that
Here.
way, and I'm going this way. How silly
I mean,
is that?
I'm not. So I mean, I'm not really going any particular which way. I'm just kind of, going out. So like, if you want to travel together, like that'd be cool. I haven't really.
Yeah.
How are
yes,
you
of course.
doing?
I'm doing fine.
Great.
I'm doing great.
Great. Good to
Yeah,
hear.
I'm also
Great.
not traveling in any particular direction. I mean, I guess I'm traveling in this particular direction at the moment, but
Sure.
yeah, I guess really I'm not doing anything. I've got this. I hold up my glaive. I brought this with me. So me and him are just hanging out.
Yeah. I hold up my warhammer. Yep. Me and her.
Yeah.
I didn't really take you as like a fighty type. But good job with the.
So that's the thing.
Panthers,
It's kind of really it's all very new to me. I will say, but as you could see earlier, I don't know if you were watching, but I've kind of started to get the hang of things with the whole yeah and the slash. So that's me. I there is one thing, however, I'm trying to get as far away as possible. So if you are also trying to get super duper far away, then we should hang out. We should do that.
Yeah, that'd be good. I don't really have any buddies, so I'm good if you want to be friends or just like travel companions. If you just want to be like casual acquaintances, that's also fine. But like, yeah, we can hang out. That'd be good.
Yes. Yeah, go ahead.
How far away are they having this conversation from me?
I think it's sort of like perfectly between the two carts, because we're from separate carts, so or from carriages.
So the moment that they mention running away from something, it has piqued my interest, and I saunter over. I'm like, so you're a little bit on the run, you say? Sorry.
Hi.
Didn't mean to scare you. My name is Venlith, Norin.
Fenris.
Yes, I'm a bit of a runner myself, and, you know, I'm pretty good at hiding my tracks.
That's very interesting. Nice to meet you, Venlith. I saw you got yelled at by that elf lady earlier. That was a little awkward. Sorry about that.
Yes, it's fine. I'm used to it. Back home, everybody's quite loud.
Speaking of that elf lady, are you still where? I don't know where you are right now, you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I was like never able to explain where I was, and then I was like, I guess I'm just hanging out. I'm just hanging out around the carriages. I'm probably, my interest has also been piqued, so I am probably at the very least like peering out the cart. But I would imagine just walking towards this little group that is forming.
As she starts walking over, and I just kind of talk shit about her, it gets a little awkward. So you are running. I am also running, and my dear friend here is also running. Do you have any particular place you're going?
Absolutely not. Actually, this is well, I think it's my first time here. But I'm not sure. I'm not all good at map reading, so I just kind of go with the flow.
Well, I can guarantee this is my first year, right, Al?
Scout comes up on the group and is like, it has heard like that last bit and goes, why are you running from what? From who?
Who, me?
Let's just say I haven't made the best
all of you.
acquaintances with some people, but I won't go into too much detail about that.
Oh, so you're doing like the scared runaway. You're like
I am
the
not
afraid
scared.
of life
I
or death.
never said that I was scared.
Oh.
I have a mission.
Apologies. Many
Therefore,
apologies.
I cannot be caught.
My apologies. I didn't mean to offend.
Scout sees Al like hyperventilating, and she goes, "Are you okay?"
Yeah, don't worry. This is just kind of how I am all the time. I know people, I actually get asked like, "Are you okay?" a lot because I look like this a lot. And so yeah, no, I'm not doing like the scared run away. I think I'm doing maybe more like the running towards, but like towards what? Who knows? Just like, you know, seeing the world, exploring, having a good time. What are you doing? Where are you going, huh?
Scout reaches out her hand and goes, "What are 5 things you can see right now? We're gonna calm you down."
I do this one a lot. Okay, there's 3 dead panthers, 2 carts, a bunch of people, the trees, the sky, and my great big hammer. It's a couple. I lost count a little bit, but I think that's enough.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
And I turn to Sonder and I go, why are you running?
Oh, the same.
Okay.
Running towards.
We actually know each other.
Yes.
We're like pen pals. Yeah.
Yeah, we're like good friends. Good friends.
We are? I mean, yeah. we're friends. We're friends. We're friends.
We've known
This is
each
my
other for
friend.
so long. So long.
Does anyone know what this job offer is about? Like
Oh, I
what
wasn't listening.
that entails?
I just heard I would be getting something called ice cream soup, and I've never had that before.
We were sort of the only people who volunteered, and then we decided to have our own conversation instead of talk to him anymore. So that's a great question. And I turn to the driver and say, sorry, I'm afraid we interrupted you. You were talking about a job.
Oh, I was just listening in on this conversation. That is fun. That's nice. It's nice to have new friends. It's a lonely job on the road. But I do have my ice cream. So, the thing is, the Rosewater Company, they have a building that's about a short ride from here in Vinox. It's a relatively small town. And as far as I know, they've been a bit down on their luck recently. Just getting tossed up by fate. Every couple of days, really. And I imagine that they would be so happy to get whatever we can recover. I mean, there's not much here, but if we can try to put this card back up in any way that we can to make it able to be dragged back and bring it to them, there would certainly be a monetary reward involved in that.
Sounds like an adventure.
Okay.
I will admit I'm not the most suited in this strength department.
And
Strong. I can do that. I would love to help.
I am not strong either. However, I'm a fantastic decorator.
And I'd like to think of myself as a good talker. All right, so
Those are skills.
yes.
Is there anyone here who can set a wheel?
Somebody say something about setting something up to something? Gotta peek my head out of the carriage.
I also peek my head out behind
yeah,
you.
above me. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey.
The granny also peeks her head out.
Yeah.
No, not you.
You're just like, what?
Yeah.
Says, can you?
Yeah. I kind of hop out of the carriage.
And then I hop down after him.
And I walk over to. All right. So where's this wheel you need me to set?
And he points at the card that's just lying on its side. It's a bit mangled up.
No problem. All right. I go on over and I grab my tinker's tools and I go bink, 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 and I cast mending to the wheel and the wooden structure. Boop. And yeah, that's about it.
You see the dwarven driver with the shitty carriage just going like... It's like, what if I offer you, instead of doing this job, you just ride around with me 24/7 fixing my wheels?
Yeah, no, sorry, I'm not gonna do that.
Fair point.
Fair.
Very sorry, I
Sure.
don't want to uproot my life to fix wheels. But I appreciate the offer. You know, I'm sure if you find somebody a little younger, a little eager for an unpaid internship, you know, I'm sure you'll find somebody out there who's looking to fix some wheels.
So
Do we need to get this? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, would there be like a tiny sewing kit in like the disguise kit?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna take like if there's any like pieces of cloth anywhere, I'm just gonna take some cloth and like make little curtains or something to put in the inside of it to make it look nicer.
I mean, it is the main piece of cloth that came into the situation from the fight is the bit of cloth that the panther was chewing on. But there's probably also some cloth just lining the boxes in the carriage that's tipped over if you want something less gross.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just make it look nice.
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna cross through the middle of the conversation pool over to Scout, and say, I missed your name.
I'm Scout. Nice to meet you.
Saunders. Nice to meet you too.
I like your corset.
Oh, this old thing. Thank you. I know I'm sort of dressed in rags. I don't look the most presentable at the moment, but I appreciate humoring my horrible sense of fashion. I'm trying to blend in with the people.
She just kind of like furrows her brows at that and is like, all right, weird energy coming from that person. Are you going to go on this job? I think that I might. I don't really have much to do.
I don't either. The whole sort of point of hopping on a carriage and riding off into the sunset was to sort of discover a purpose or a goal or a job, really. So, yes, I will take upon the opportunities thrust on me.
Well, I think the easiest thing for practicality purposes at this point would be just to take everyone that's not doing the job and put them on one carriage and take everyone that is doing the job and go on another carriage.
That's a brilliant idea. However, they are going to opposite directions.
Doesn't matter. It's
I
okay.
don't know if the pregnant mother of 3 in I just made that up. In our carriage, was much willing to head in back the way she came.
Or she can just wait for the next one to come. We can just make sure she's all set up over here.
In the middle of the woods, where panthers lurk to attack travelers.
Oh no! They're dead now. Look at you did that. Look at you did one of them.
You're right, I did do that, didn't I? I've saved the forest. I'm the hero of the forest.
Do both of the carriages have one horse pulling the cart, or do they have multiple?
Two per carriage.
2 per carriage. Okay. So if we fix that other cart, I'm gonna suggest, well, if one of you is willing to give up one of your horses, then we don't have to have that problem. We could just take the cart to wherever you need it to go with the said one horse, and then we'll just go deliver it for you.
That is a very good plan. And at the very same time, the two drivers look at each other and they go, "He's gonna do it."
I don't know how well this plan's going to
okay.
work.
So, if I recall, there was less people on the crappy cart, right?
Yes, the crappy cart has less people.
Okay. I'm going to then say, well, you have more of a load, the one that I was on, because we had more people over there, and you don't really have that big of a load, and if it's really such a big deal, and I will go into my pocket and pull out my whole ass 10 gold, and be like, that should be enough for a new horse, right?
Is that for me?
Yeah, the one with the crabby cart. I gave
Yeah.
that one to the crabby cart one. That should be enough for a new horse, and maybe get your cart fixed. It's very dangerous for you not to have a up to standard cart. Especially if you're transporting people and their children. Very dangerous.
It's half up to standard some of the time. This fellow over here was going to lean out and fix the wheel if it fell off. I would say precautions over the nowhere in the safety standards is it mentioned that that it is a necessity, a bare minimum, to have a fellow fixing the wheel. And yet, that is exactly what I have.
Your cart's going to fall apart, dear. Really. I just gave you 10 gold. Go get your cart fixed.
I can live with that deal.
Okay, I'm also taking one of your horses now. And I'm gonna walk over to the horse.
You're just stealing a horse?
I gave him 10 gold for it.
But now he doesn't have a horse.
It's a horse!
She just said that they had 2 horses for each cart.
Okay.
So I'm just taking one.
Oh, okay, got it.
Sharing is caring.
I have no knowledge of what I'm doing, by the way. So you just see me like fumbling with this horse.
Hey, make it just the quickest animal handling check of all time, just to see how the horse is enjoying your company.
Oh, okay, that's a wisdom. Okay, I thought that was intelligence.
No, wisdom.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter. Oh, no, wait. Okay, I thought that 12 was a 2. So 12 plus 3, that's 15.
Yeah, the horse is like, it sees that you're trying your best, and it's clearly respectful of the effort. As much as a horse can be.
I'm like trying to bait it with like my ration.
I have a question. This is to the carriage driver who told us about this job. Where are we going? I'm not familiar with this Rose Water Company.
Oh, they're mostly all around Vulpes.
Oh, so like a chain.
Like a chain. They just set up buildings, and they hire people, and they have people making perfume and some other luxuries, and then they ship them out to merchants. It's a little chain going around. And the closest one, I'm assuming this is their cart, because I don't think anyone else passes for this road, is the one in Venox. That's pretty close by to here.
Which direction?
There. That's south from here.
And what direction were we traveling in, or was I traveling in?
We were going east.
Oh, so we need to pull the cart through the dense wooded forest.
Or you can also possibly, this is the second option, is you just go down the road until it turns to the other side. Because the cart would come from there, so there should be a road connected.
This is incredibly pithy of you. Thank you for the advice. I never would have been able to come to this solution myself. All right.
It's in my expertise, roads, carts on roads.
That's wonderful. Thank you.
I see, because they'd like peek their heads out, and I say, "Hey, you with the red hair, you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, are you tried to fight the Panthers? Are you coming with us? Are we all doing this like together? Is this like a bonding moment for us?
We're
like
an
together
adventuring team. We can be like a team, and we can become best friends, and we will all ascend to legendhood together as wonderful adventurers and heroes. This would be wonderful.
I look over to Igni, and I'm like, I raise an eyebrow, and I'm like, these people look cool.
I mean, yeah, but I got places to be. I can't, I gotta get on my way.
No, No, you were the most useful. You did the acid thing.
Right. Yeah.
Excuse me, I defeated a panther with 2 blows.
And you did.
Well-
You did.
I would
I'd give
consider
that.
that useful.
Hey guys, I really don't mean to rush you all, but like there's a carriage full of people here, and we gotta get going.
Wonderful. So you two get out and pull this cart over, and then they can go on their way while we go and do our thing.
Got it. All right.
Right.
Let's do this.
I point to Al. I'm like, you look strong. Can you help us?
Yes, I would love to. Thank you for asking.
Okay, let's push this cart up.
All right, the 3 of you with the broad shoulders, you do your thing. I'll stand here and watch.
I am persuading a horse to get him into another cart. By the way, I don't think I don't even think Sonder introduced himself after I introduced myself. I don't know any of your guys' names.
Absolutely not.
So while I bring the horse over, I'm like, none of your guys' names is Ivan, right?
That would be disgusting.
No.
Okay, and none of you have any relation to the Marshbeards, do you?
The who?
The Marshbeards? They're like some big tavern somewhere else.
Me saying who was supposed to imply that I didn't know who that was. And that is something that it is a common trope that I have discovered. I apologize. I don't mean to patronize you in this way. I'm going to go watch the strong people lift a cart.
Okay. As long as none of you have connections with them, that's fine.
I join Sonder. And I'm like, this is nice.
All right.
Okay, broad-shouldered peeps. Just athletics checks. Let's see how well this cart lifting is going.
I
Okay.
should mention I'm not broad. I'm very skinny and lean.
That's
So
true.
kind of out of my element here.
It's like you're like lean, but you just have like big energy. It's making up for that.
like Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Monty got an 18. Boom boom.
I got an 11.
Al also got an
Sorry.
18.
Yes.
Damn. That is this is some like impressive cart lifting. It very nicely just like sets back. The wheel is very nicely fixed. It's standing up straight. And yeah, those of you standing by and watching, a very nice showing of strength.
Wow.
A feat, if you would call it that.
A feat.
I pat Al on the back and like, nice work. I'm Monty.
Hi, I'm Al. Nice to meet you. I mean, my full name is Alicia Royza, but you can just call me Al if you want. It's really nice to meet you.
My full name's Beaumont. You can call me Monty though.
Oh, that's great. We love nicknames here. Okay, cool.
My full name is Sonda Skyfair, and I insert myself into the conversation. It's nice to meet you, Beaumont.
Nice to meet you. Monty kind of blushes a little bit as he shakes your hand.
I do not.
Oh, okay. So, are we introducing ourselves? Quick question. Could I make an insight check to get the vibe of all of them?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I wanna know if they're cool. If not, I'm gonna continue to give them my fake name.
We love a D&D fake name.
Geez, okay, just on the roll with 12s today. Plus 3, 15. Do they seem cool? Does any of them seem like they're gonna turn me in for the terrible things I've done in the past?
If anyone wants to roll against that, that's persuasion or deception for if anyone wants to hide their against the vibe check. Yes.
Put in my vibe
If
check.
anyone wants to
Anyone who
hide
wants to
from
do a
vibe
vibe check.
receptive
Oh,
vibe.
that's true.
I'm an open book.
What's the?
I rolled a natural 20, so the vibes are good.
Vibes are good. Okay.
20.
Yeah.
Okay. The
What's
vibes
I'm not.
are
I can't really answer this because like, what are your guys' vibes? Share the vibes. Who's a snitch?
Yeah, tell me your vibes with my roll of 15, I guess. What I could ascertain from you with a roll of 15.
So Monty rolled a 12. I guess he seems like a good-natured person to you, but something seems like he's a little anxious about something.
Okay.
I feel like we probably have like weird vibes because I reprimanded you earlier. But I also feel like I came out and tried to fight the panther, which I feel like that should give us like at least some sort of rapport.
Oh, okay. Alright, so if we're introducing each other, I'm like, so, funny thing. When I introduced myself earlier, I kind of lied. See, I'm kind of on the run from a couple people, and my real name is kind of known from where I'm from. So, my name is Dresdor, but you could just call me Drez.
Wonderful to meet you, Dresdor. This is a brilliant idea. I believe from now on I will go by Richard.
I just gotta say this real quick. I'm so sorry, Quentin. Your headset is the exact same shade of color as your hair, and it looks like you have Edna Mode hair from The Incredibles.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
I look like Lord Farquaad.
Yeah.
I will also follow
Gonna come
up
back
with
the
that
brightest
statement.
headset ever.
I will also follow up with that statement, being like, I promise you I didn't do anything that was like, I blew up like a city or anything. Nothing of the sort. Just a lot of, people are after me.
So why did you go to I totally didn't blow up a city route? Why was that your first one? Go to? Did you blow up a city?
No, I didn't blow up a city. Look at me. Do I look like I could blow up a city?
Insight check.
Can I try and discern? What? Are you okay with party insight checks?
Yeah, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. Can I try and discern if she's telling the truth?
Yeah.
Sonda rolled a 2 for
A
insight.
2.
I believe you 100%.
That's an insight check. That's an 11.
I trust you with my life.
I rolled an 18. Naturally. So yeah, I'm totally telling the truth. I never blew up a city.
Oh
I mean,
no!
I never blew up a city. Totally trustworthy.
Let's get moving along.
I think we could
Probably
probably
gloss
keep
right
it
over
going.
that one.
Yeah.
Shotgun. And I'm gonna go sit. Are there 2 seats on carriages? I've never been on a carriage. I know they normally sit in the middle, right? I don't know.
It's like a carriage is kind of like the driver's seat, and then you have either like they're like this, so like like that. But these ones are probably ones where it's just on the sides where you sit, and then there's like the path in the middle.
Okay. So I'm definitely sitting where the driver sits.
I sit next to Al because she seemed kind of worried about her over there.
I'm gonna go sit it by I guess the other two I haven't interacted with, which is Monty and Ignis, right?
Igni.
Igni.
Pardon
It's fine.
names.
I don't remember any of your guys' names. It's fine.
I like as you sit down. I like. What did you do? What did you do? What's your story? What's your character's pronouns?
They them. They
They,
don't
them.
have a set of pronouns really, but they're also fine with he, him. They're just kind of out there.
What's your story? What's your story?
We have a problem.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Who's going to drive this cart? Because I've never touched a horse in my entire life.
I grew up on a farm.
All right, get up here, shoulders, and I'm gonna hop out of the thing and go to the.
Monty blushes again. Sonder calls him shoulders. Yep. So, hey, horsies.
Switch.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, so Monty, you're attempting to drive.
Yes. What would this be?
East we
What
go.
would this be? Here we go. Yeah, I guess if you have any like vehicle proficiency, this is that, and also animal handling is also
Okay.
this.
Yeah, I'll do animal handling. I don't have vehicle proficiencies. Ooh, that's really good. That's a 23.
This horse is just deeply infatuated with it like gets the good vibes from you. This horse just looks at you and it's like it like does the thing where it like blows out hot air from its nostrils and just looks over at you and it's like hello.
Oh no, head like on its like muzzle and like pet it.
And it's listening to your commands perfectly. It's basically like riding a bike if bikes were a thing.
Nice. Does anyone
Um,
know where we're going?
East.
All right.
East and then south, right?
Correct. Wait.
Yeah.
Actually, I've no idea.
I have no idea either.
I've forgotten. We were supposed to go. We were instructed to go south, but we were currently heading east, or I was at least. You must have been heading west. Does anyone know which direction is which? Off we go then.
We'll
Winging
figure it out.
Believe in us.
the carriage drivers are just kind of like standing there looking at you guys just like they're gonna manage, they're gonna do it.
One horse down.
Wait, did we get our payment of soupy ice cream?
Oh no, that's very true. Are you gonna call out Wilby?
No, I probably forgot about it. I'm probably like halfway down. I will realize that we forgot about the soupy ice cream and be like, oh, very disappointed.
I'm sitting with my hands in my lap, perfectly straight.
Are we all inside the cart? The rest of us?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, let's
I'm-
discuss seating arrangement.
Okay.
The core of
Well,
D&D.
I'm sitting opposite as Sonder here, and am full on like man spread, not proper at all. For someone who dresses this elegant, they do not act very elegant. And I will look over at Sonder and be like, are you always that stiff? You know, you can relax. Like, relax your shoulders.
I do not understand.
just, just like, relax. You know, you're like this right
I
now,
am perfectly relaxed.
but you're
This
like, your jaw is like tense. You don't need to be tense all the time.
this is
Alexander technique teacher.
this is sorry. This is standard seating position, resting position, and if there were a table in front of me, it would be different, obviously. But this is standard position for not straight back of chair, no table in front seating.
Okay, but there's only like 4 of us in here, so 5 of us in here. You can. I'm not good at math. I didn't go to school. Okay, don't judge me. But just relax.
Neither did
Like 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 take a deep breath. Just and then let everything out. And just you don't need to be so tense.
Sandra takes a deep breath in and a deep breath out, and leans back, but remains as entirely as stiff, but is just at a wider angle. I must admit, this is entirely less comfortable than I was before. But if this is standard for carriage travel, then this is how it must be, I presume.
Are you rich or something? Were you like raised by like a chief? Like, are you like high nobility or something? That's like the proper term, right? I'm not from here. I don't know what that means here. Where I'm from, we have a chief, and normally they're like. But whenever that's stiff.
My mother was a lady and my father was a lord. If that means anything to you, I'm not quite sure the ranking of a chief in high society, but yes, we were comfortable.
Okay.
My mother was literally wealth, so
So like you had like the largest canopy within your city.
honestly, there aren't many trees where I'm from. We're sort of close to the ocean, and trees don't grow quite as frequently.
I'm very confused.
Trees grow in gardens, and we didn't have a garden because we were right on the main ton. So we had a front garden. It was quite beautiful.
It was a nice garden. I liked it.
Thank you, Al. Yes, Al's been there. Al, you yourself are a lady.
So you have also visited his large canopy.
The guard. I don't know what a canopy is. I'm gonna make that explicitly clear. I don't know what you're talking about. But I have been to yeah, I've been to the garden, the house, went for a party there. That's actually how Sonder and I met. Yeah, my
Yes.
also nobles, so it's like a business thing. Yeah.
We didn't have a garden. We had a training ground in the backyard. It was quite a spectacle. But
Okay,
it
I
did
know
mean
what
no
a
trees.
training ground is. I've done that. I'm still trying to understand the nobility here. I don't know much about Midland culture.
You know, if I'm being entirely honest, I have no idea why my guardians had the power that they did. It's just how I was born, and it's how I lived. It was quite wonderful.
Yeah. Nobles are kind of the worst, I think. So you don't really need to worry about it.
Defense.
But if it comes up, you can like ask either of us, and I'm sure be happy to help you out. I mean, I won't speak for Sandra. I would be happy to like help you out if it comes up, but it's very confusing, and like each region has different, and then the alliances are just, it's very confusing. So, you know, as it comes up, let me know. I'd love to help.
Thank you, Anne.
I'm like hearing this whole conversation and it seems like very convoluted. And I climb out the window like Perks of Being a Wallflower style and like lean out to Monty. And I go, hey, do you know how long this is gonna be? It's getting kind of heavy in here. I don't know how long I can do this.
Yeah, I'm kind
Well-
of with her on this one.
So far, the road's just been pretty straight. I haven't seen any turns. I guess I could make a perception check to see.
Very confused.
Actually, do make me that perception check.
just going straight. 13.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As you are driving the cart, you see this man. He looks pretty young, probably about your age or slightly older. Um, he's dressed in pretty loose green and brown fabrics, and he kind of has a covering over half of his face, COVID safety. And he kind of lifts up an arm and like waves at you standing in the middle of the road, gesturing for you to stop the cart. And you do not see anyone else around, but there's a certain vibe in the air of a coming encounter that I think, since it's almost in 5 minutes, it's 4, and here it's math 9 p.m. I think we might get to that next time.
Ooh,
All right.
Oh
living.
boy.
All right. This was
But
fun.
I want it now.
Yeah.
I'd like to slash with my sword. Yeah, so that was so much fun. Sorry, this sounds so fake. Thank you everybody who came and watched. We had like a pretty consistent amount of viewers, which was awesome. Very cool to see, and it was really nice. Thank you for everyone who's like said stuff in chat and interacted. That's very fun. I don't know if any of y'all can see it, but I can see everything happening. Over
Oh, I am peeking at chat all the time.
Okay.
Chat has better ideas than me. That's the one thing. Sometimes I say something and I look over chat and I'm like, oh damn, chat has really read Brownie's character.
Yeah. So just a quick like plug reminder to go follow all of our social medias. Maybe at some point it'll cycle back through on the little screen and you'll see them. But if you found us from TikTok, make sure you go follow our Twitter for like updates, and also our YouTube. This is going to get posted on the YouTube sometime this weekend, hopefully before Monday, if not tonight. But I've got a couple of things I've got to do later. Thank you for the suggestion to play music during the stream or during the break. We will be playing music during the entirety of the streams from now on. We weren't prepared this time. I didn't know that you could hide non-video participants, and I was like, no, that's gonna throw off everything, and we can't do that. But yeah, thank you. And if you aren't coming from TikTok, then make sure you go follow the TikTok and follow the Twitter and follow the YouTube, so that you know exactly what's going on and can get real-time updates as they happen.
And we're under the same name everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's super easy. Plus, there's links everywhere on TikTok.
Yeah, the Twitter handle is different, but that's because it was too long, and yeah. So the Twitter handle is unique, but you can just find the link to it in our link tree on our TikTok page. But other than that, if anyone has anything they would like to say, I think we're good. Cool. Yeah, we will see.
Oh yeah. Also the I don't know if you mentioned Discord. Pop on the Discord.
Oh.
Let us know your thoughts.
Yeah, you can find
Share.
You can find a link to the Discord in the link tree in our TikTok bio. And on the Discord, we're going to make a feedback channel for people to send feedback and suggestions. So tell us what you thought. Tell us what you think could be better, because we want to know, is the text, would you like a different font for the text? Would you like it to be bigger, easier to read? Were people hard to hear, quieter, that kind of stuff. Anything you'd like to say. And then we're also going to release a Google Sheets that should be, we'll put a link on all of our link trees on all of the different places that you can find us, including Twitch, so that you can fill that out. If you don't have Discord, if you don't want to join the Discord, that's totally fine. So,
I guess.
It's okay if you don't want to join the Discord.
Spencer, do you have something?
It's not okay.
Oh,
You have to join the
I was going
Discord.
to say, I actually already put in the suggestion and feedback channel. It should be in the important category under introductions.
Cool.
So that's
Yeah.
already in there on the Discord.
So yes, thank you for that. We are super excited to hear what you guys have to say, and what you thought and your things. And tell your friends and tell your mom, and tell your kitty cat.
Yeah.
Spread the word.
Twitch is now offering accounts for your cat, so
get all your friends and family to watch our wonderful stream on Saturdays.
yeah. So we will be back, and we will see everybody again at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, noon Eastern Standard Time, and
Yep.
Gab, I don't even know what time it is for you.
6 p.m. when we start.
6 p.m. GMT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See you all later. Goodbye.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.